Hi, my name is Barry Crampton. Today I'm going to show you around our Range Rover Sport. Then I'll take you for a ride in it. But first I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it. It's a Range Rover Sport 3 litre SD V6 HSE. 2013 on a 63 plate. Has done 57,560 miles. Fuel economy. Urban 28.8 miles per gallon. Extra urban 41.5 miles per gallon. And combined is 35.8 miles per gallon. Has a 0 to 60 time of 6.8 seconds, a top speed of 130 miles an hour out of a 288 brake horsepower, 24 valve, 6-cylinder engine. This is an absolutely beautiful car. It's finished in a kind of dark grey metallic. I'm not sure what the colour is called. I will find it out later. The silver grille with a black Land Rover badge, high pressure headlamp wash, xenon headlamps, front parking sensors. We've got the little Range Rover grille on the bonnet there, multi-spoke alloy wheels, and again another grille on the side here. Piano black surround with silver kind of fins on here and a silver grille on the bonnet one. Looks really nice. Power folding door mirrors. We've also got keyless entry and keyless go. If you just put your thumb on the door handle as you get out, as long as you've got the keys in your pocket, like so, it will lock the doors, and when you come back, put your fingers behind the door handle and pull open, and it'll open too. Got rear privacy glass, the black window surrounds, tailgate spoiler, power open, power close tailgate, roller blind load cover there, split folding rear seats. It's got a full-size spare wheel inside, and I'm pretty sure the tyres are new. Reversing sensors, the twin chrome exhaust tips, and it's also got a reversing camera in the back here, just there. Lovely seats in the back. This car has got light grey upholstery, and I don't think I've seen another Range Rover, or I don't think we've had another Range Rover with this colour trim, and it's a really nice. Somehow it looks more luxurious and better quality leather than the black, but obviously it's the same. It's just a different colour. We've got the kind of imitation carbon fibre, but it's like aluminium imitation carbon fibre trims in the doors, the insets, and also on this rear console here. You've got your heated seat controls for the two outer rear seats. The person in the middle, they get the short straw and a cold seat. And let's see, we just pull this down like so. The lovely armrest there with the big cup holders. Keyless entry and keyless start. That's the key, so long as you've got it anywhere in the car, and or on your person. Foot on the brake, press the start. Oh. Bluetooth hands-free. Right. So front central armrest there. We'll just. It's people are always calling the way I drive and saying I sit too far back. So on electric memory seats, I always like to play electric memory seat Russian roulette. So here we go. Here's position 1. So there's position 1. Wow, and people say I have a funny driving position. Position 3. There we go. Let's get in a proper position for me. It's absolutely beautiful inside this car. It really is. It's like there's not a mark anywhere. It looks like it's just sat in the showroom. Actually, I tell a lie. There's one tiny mark there, just on that on the side of that gear tunnel. So in drive, let's see, and you've also got electric steering wheel here, tilt and slide, and you've got paddles on the steering wheel. So in drive, let's go. It's an absolutely awful day in the UK. That very fine rain that soaks you to the skin and you don't realise you're getting soaked. I've just been stood outside in it, so not the usual walk round today. I wasn't worried about me so much, but my camera equipment getting soaked I didn't particularly want. Here we go. Just beautiful to drive, and it doesn't matter what the weather's like outside. And it doesn't matter what the road surface is like. Built to last, quality. And somebody asked me what was my favourite car to drive the other day, or which is the best car I've driven. And I honestly think you get to a Range Rover, and then the difference really between a Range Rover and virtually everything else that costs twice, three times as much on the road is perhaps something's a little bit faster, a tiny bit quieter. Probably I don't think there's anything that's bigger, perhaps Rolls Royce or a Bentley. It gives you more space, more gadgets. That's not a good thing, just more to go wrong. Range Rovers, anybody who's got one of those, a fancy sports car, Maserati, Lamborghini, Ferrari, I can virtually guarantee that they've also got a Range Rover that they actually drive when they just want to go somewhere and they don't want any aggravation, and make sure they get there. We have a website as well, a web store, and I was doing a page last night, James Bond, adding product to the James Bond page, and I was going through the cars, and it slowly but surely struck me that James Bond's famous for Aston Martin, but I'm pretty sure that there's probably been, easy for me to say, there's probably been more Land Rovers and Range Rovers in James Bond than anything else. And then of course you wonder why you never see baddies in Porsche Cayennes or Audi Q7s, or they're always in Range Rovers. And when I went to Beverly Hills, I think it was the Gucci shop, I'll have a photograph somewhere, but they've got two white Range Rovers outside. I'm assuming that they went to pick customers up in them, but you know, these look like over there, these Chevy Escalades and so on, but no, they go for Range Rovers. Why do they go for Range Rovers? Because they are the best car, honestly, in my opinion. And it's we're only a little garage in Waltleydale, Preston, a two-man band, three-man with Lance, our detailer, but we've got quite a huge following really on YouTube, and it's quite a big responsibility, because people go off my recommendations and buy cars, and the last thing I want to do is steer people wrong. Range Rovers, they do go wrong, but so do Mercedes, and so do BMW, so does everything these days, because it's all electrics. And although they shouldn't go wrong, stuff does. And also the stuff that you don't, if you're going to get a car with a load of extras, make sure you use them, because if you don't use them, that's when they go wrong. Very seldom a driver's door window, electric window, will be faulty, but passengers and rears, same with the door locks. It's all the stuff that isn't being used that goes wrong. And for instance, a few years ago, where I actually went to work for somebody else for a short while, and coming up to winter, I had a Mercedes-Benz of my own, and I bought a Jeep. It was snowing, so I bought a Jeep to make sure I could get there. And it started snowing. I put it in four-wheel drive, set off. There was an almighty bang underneath, and the prop shaft, the second prop shaft, had sheared. It'd never been used. It was all rusted up. So as soon as I put it in four-wheel drive, it broke. And there's so many Land Rover Freelander going round, and I always used to get underneath them and make sure there was a second prop on them, because you used it once every so often, 2 or 3 years probably. So they used to break. And this Range Rover it's really built to last. So we had a customer, he's asked us to look, or to ring him if we get a certain specification of Range Rover in. He's got two at the moment. One's an 88 on an E with 370,000 miles on the clock, and it's just incredible that you still get people saying, "Oh, Range Rover is always going wrong." Well, we really wouldn't sell them. Anyway, to the car. Everything's perfect on them. They've actually got somebody who's not just come out of college, and I've nothing against people who've just come out of college, but one-touch cruise. Other things, you've got to switch the cruise on and then touch another button, and you've got to hit the minus, not the plus, to set it. Range Rover thing, that's it. That's it done. Same with the sat nav, really simple. The telephone, really simple. Everything on it. You want to change your display there. And although I must say I did notice that when I got in this, the display, the miles per gallon, was in litres, miles per litre. And that would be enough to frighten you to death. I remember when I was sales manager at Mercedes-Benz, and the M-Class came out, and I ordered it with a fuel gauge, and I ordered our demonstrator with absolutely everything on, including this little instantaneous miles per gallon gauge in the roof. But it was in American US imperial gallons, I think, which was actually less than our gallons, and it scared everybody to death. Anybody who come for a test drive in it scared them to death, so we had to cover it up. But it is a compromise. I think these are fantastic as far as fuel economy goes, for the size of the vehicle, and for the comfort, and the fact that you can get 5 people and the luggage in. It's nice and quiet. You're not going up the motorway at 70 miles an hour shouting to each other. You can listen to music, and the music, the sound system's brilliant. It's so comfortable. You've not just got one big armrest in the centre, you've got another adjustable one, just, I don't know, perhaps for smaller. Just everything's thought of. You've got power folding door mirrors. The headlamps, they're brilliant. You've got side running lights. Everything's to hand, you can see everything. You see the switchgear above the steering wheel. They're just awesome cars to drive. if anything, that's oversteer. A big thing like this. See over everybody. You can go through rivers virtually. The other day I was looking at a brochure, and I could have sworn I'd read somewhere that Range Rover has a 21 inch, I think it is, wading height. You know, you can go through nearly 2 foot of water. And then I looked the other day at a brochure, Range Rover Vogue, and it said 35 inches. I mean, that's like a boat. This is just absolutely lovely to drive. Really quiet, really smooth. It's just an absolute joy. Beautiful colour combination. And you've got paddle shift here that I can't remember the last time I used the paddle shift. You've got sport. You knock it over there like so, and either use the paddle shift. Look at that. It's just. It's quite funny now. It wouldn't be funny if it happened to me, but it's funny because John has taken a fancy to Range Rovers as well, and he likes the Vogue, and I prefer the Sport. Anyway, we bought a Sport, a lovely one, a 65 plate white Sport, really nice car, and we just sold my car, and I'd been running the last Range Rover, and it's only fair that he should run the next one. But he went to pick it up, so he'd already got his stuff in it. So he started using the Range Rover Sport, and then we got a Range Rover Vogue. So he jumped into that instead. The Range Rover Vogue was newer, more money, less mileage. Really nice car, beautiful car. So I moved my stuff into the Sport. It's like musical cars. And anyway, the other night I got a live chat on the Range Rover Sport, and I was gutted because I'd only been using it for a couple of days, and it's a really nice car. Anyhow, when the chap came to look at it, well, he'd come to buy it, he kind of changed his mind and had the Vogue instead. So poor John is without a car at the moment. Anyway, we've taken this in, which will be my spare car, I think. If the white one goes, then I shall jump into this straight away. It's beautiful. I don't know what else to tell you. It's great service history. It's just a lovely car, beautiful to drive. It's horrible outside, and it's no bother. It really isn't. We got, well, there you go. The heated seats. It's got the silly design heated seat switch, but they can't get it right all the time, can they? Everything else. It's a proper vehicle. If you want to keep your family safe, make sure everybody's all right, you live out in the sticks or whatever, then I don't think you can go far wrong with a Range Rover. And we've got two more to video. We've got 3.6 Vogue, the old shape, and a Westminster 2, I think it is. So we've been so busy this week with the click and collect. Website is absolutely on fire. We're trying to do everything by the book. I'm pretty sure half the phone calls we get are off trading standards, seeing if we're doing test drives, which we're not. So don't stop ringing us. I'm assuming the mystery shopping, they all sound like mystery shops. And one of my friends rang me the other day to say that he just had a mystery shop. And then I heard another garage has got £1,000 fine for doing test drives. But it's really funny because I went in the supermarket the other day and there was somebody there squeezing all the bread, and I'm not kidding, they must have squeezed every loaf of bread before they finally decided. They all got the same sell-by date on them, I'm assuming. I didn't look, I just grabbed one and put it in my basket. But you can go and do that in a supermarket, but you can't come and have a look at a car that's just been sanitized, had all the handles wiped, the steering wheel wiped, and been fogged inside with peroxide. You can't do that. Anyway, that's a rant over. And actually, well, I remember just before I got a text, not a text, sorry, I got a message on YouTube. Somebody said, thanks very much, I've just bought a Land Rover Discovery due to your videos, and they've got a good car. They really have got a good car. And I'm sure they'll enjoy it. Thanks for watching.